Okay, in today's class, we are looking at equilibrium price and quantity and how task can affect equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. If you look at the question on the board, we have demand function and we have a supply function. And we have the first question that says that find the equilibrium price and quantity. Then it means that we are looking at, we are finding equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity demanded. Then look at the second question. Say find equilibrium if there is $3 tax on sale. This means that if government imposes a tax of $3 on the same good, then what will be the effect on equilibrium price and the quantity? Of course, equilibrium price and the quantity would definitely, change if there is tax. But is in all cases that to be seen in under incidence of taxation. But as for this question, let's see if there is going to be change or not in the equilibrium price and the quantity. Look at the first one, no tax. The second one, there is tax. So let's solve it now. Okay, now, and you should know that anytime you are solving a question that has to do with equilibrium price and quantity demand, the first thing to do is to ensure that you equate both demand function and supply function. Please, this is very important. Equate demand function and supply function. So if you look at from the board now here, let's equate our demand function. That is the equilibrium point, of course. QD must equal QS. QD must equal QS. That is the equation. That is the equilibrium. Do you understand? So that is the first thing you must do. Okay, now let's now bring the function out, which is 100 for the 1000 for the demand. Then put your equal sign back. For the supply is 700 plus 2p. So we quickly solve this now. We collect the lifetime. That is very simple. You should know that. So let's take 1000 first. The number, so let's go to the right hand. This is the left. Let's go to the right. We have 700 there. It's plus 700. We take it here. It becomes minus 700. So let's put our equal sign. Do you understand? So on this right hand, what do we have there? We have 2p. So that's what we are going to write first. So 2p. Then come to the left side, which is we have minus p. Because this is as p, this is as p. You have to bring them together. Minus p become plus b because it's coming from the left to the right. So you must change to p. So quickly now I'll be having 300 here. 1000 minus 700 will give me 300. 2p plus p will give me 3p. So if I divide both sides by 3, I'll be having my p to be what? $100, right? That's the price. Initial price, $100. Hope that is clear. So I've gotten my $100. I've gotten my $100 for the price. So how do you get my equilibrium quantity? So you just pick any of these two equations. You can pick quantity demanded equation. You can pick a function of our supply. So I'm picking any one. Which one should I pick now? Okay, let me pick for the quantity demanded, which is QD equals 1000 minus P. So I'll say my QD equals 1000. So minus, I will now substitute what the value of P is. Always put it in bracket because sometimes, when you are doing when you are solving mathematics, there is need for you to put the value you want to substitute into bracket. So I'm having what? P, my P is $100. So $100. So I'll just say QD equals 1000 minus times plus minus 100. So final answer will be QD equals what? 900 units. Please always put units. This is for clarity. It attracts marks also. So when you get quantity demanded 900 units, this is equilibrium quantity, this is equilibrium price. So for you to know whether this equilibrium quantity is correct, pick the other function, then input 100 as your P. You're still going to get the same answer. If I just do it roughly now, I'll say 700 plus 2P. 2P will now be P. P is 100. 2 times 100. 2 times that's 200 plus 700, 900. 900, you have to get it the same thing. Do you understand? So that's for that. Okay, moving away from that, so let's go to the second question. I'll wrap up this now. Let's go to the second question. Let's go to the second question. Okay, for the second question, say find equilibrium if there is $3 tax on sales. When there is sales, the function will still be the same, but there will be a slight change. Please take note. So I still have my quantity demanded to be the same, but my supply will be affected. You know, when government imposes tax, it gets to the producer first. Do you understand? It gets to the producer. So the producer will have the fear of, you know, what will be the response from the consumer. So they will first, you know, shake their supply. They can first reduce the supply. They will have a way to ensure that, let's test what will be the reaction. They are mostly, they don't sell the same unit. They don't offer the same unit. They reduce the unit to see the reaction of the consumer. What I'm trying to say is that your tax will definitely affect your what, your supply in this case. So then for the supply now, our supply QS will become 700 plus 2. Do you understand? Then will now be P minus 3. You know, it's normally 2P. 2P. I just open the brackets now for the, okay, you get what I'm saying now. 700 plus 2P. So I write QS equals 700 plus 2. Then the tax affect the price. So I have to show that. Then P minus what? The tax. Do you understand that? If the tax is 4, it's going to be 4 here. Because the tax is affecting the price. Definitely it's going to affect the price of that commodity. So we have to show that here. It's going to be deducted from the price, isn't it? Now, so that is why we continue like this, that QS equals 700 plus times plus will give you plus. 2 times 3 will give you 2P. Plus times minus will give you minus. 2 times 3 will give me 6. So I will write again QS equals 700 minus 6 will give me what? 694 plus 2P. So this is my real function now for supply. Do you understand? It has changed. So this is my real function for supply. Then I can now equate. So I can now go to QD equals QS. You must first get new supply function when there is tax. Don't use the former one. Do you understand? This is what you're going to do. Then after you have gotten your new supply function, then by inserting the tax, then you can now, you know, equate to find the equilibrium, quantity demand and quantity supply. So we can now write now, we still use the normal quantity demand, which is 1000 minus P equals the new supply now, which is 694 plus 2P. Do you understand that? Now, then what do I do now? I still collect the lifetimes. I'll be having 1000. This will be, then on the, here you should know what I'm doing now. 694, I'm collecting the lifetimes. 2P plus P. So this will give me 1000 minus this is 194. That's going to be 306. Let's show it. 694. Now, so 1000 minus 694 will give us 306. Then equal sign 2 plus P, that is 3P. So if you divide both sides by 3, by 3, by 3, you are going to have a P equals 102, which is $102, right? $102. So these are our new equilibrium price. These are our new equilibrium price. $102. Can you see that now? $102. Now, then we need to get new equilibrium quantity supply and quantity demand. Of course, whatever you get for your equilibrium quantity demand must be quantity supply. So you can pick any of the two functions. So we are picking from the function here or the function here. Please note, don't pick from the former function. Don't pick from the former function of supply. Don't forget that something has happened to supply. Tax has affected the function of supply. You could recall where we did P minus 3. Do you understand? Now, we are not using this function again. We can use quantity demanded or quantity demanded function, or the new quantity supply function we derived, which is here, 694 plus 2P. Do you understand? So you can't use this former one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so which format should we use now? Should we use quantity supply or quantity demand or quantity supply? We can't use this one. Understand? Now, so if you want to use, let's use demand. quantity demand equals 1000 minus P. So you have quantity demanded equals 1000 minus, what is P now? P is 102. So we say quantity demanded equals 1000, that is going to give us 898. If I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be 898 units. You can see that it is different from, this is different from our initial equilibrium price when there was no tax. When there was no tax, it was 900 units. Now there is tax. The supply, the effect of price, the effect of tax on equilibrium price now is it has reduced the equilibrium quantity demanded by some amount from 900 to what? To 898. And if you even try to use this supply function, you are still going to get 898. So it means our equilibrium quantity demand and supply now is 898. Do you understand? Please don't use, when tax is involved, don't use the initial quantity supply function to get your equilibrium. It's better for you to just stick to quantity demand if you're going to make a mistake, because something has affected that function. So the only function of supply you can use is the new one you derived. Please subscribe and get more of our videos.